Hi, this is Shelley Kraft. We're coming to you live on SNNLive. We're live at the Cambridge House Resource Conference 2012 right here in Vancouver, BC. I have Mark Saxon of Tasman Metals Limited, TSM on the TSXV, and on the New York Stock Exchange Amex, TAS. Tasman, tell me about it.
Tasman's a pretty new story. The company's only 2 years old, Shelley, so we're still building momentum, I must say, but we've had a great start. We're very fortunate in our very first project in the company. We managed to make a major discovery, and we've gone from being a concept stage company to a advanced near production stage company very, very quickly. We have a major rare earth project in Scandinavia, in Sweden. It's about 3 hours south of Stockholm, and a great place to work. Sweden is such an easy country to work in. It's got great infrastructure, it's got a great mining history, it's got great people. Costs are very, very low. So we've managed to get a lot of work done in a short amount of time. So we took
good smoked salmon and butter sandwiches.
Yeah, most certainly. No, they live well in Sweden. There's no question. And if you've got a pair of socks and sandals, then you'll fit in very well. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I've spent a lot of time in Sweden, other than a lot of other people may have. So I know how wonderful it is to live in Sweden. Even a little place called Malmö, where the ferry lands from Estonia. But anyway, tell me what's going on.
So we made a discovery that is about 60 million tonnes, so it's a large project, and that's looking in our scoping study being something like a 40-year mine life. So it's a big project. And
wait a minute. Let's not let that number get too much further past me. Run that again.
So we are in the process at the moment of doing our scoping study. If we look at a back of the envelope of a 1.5 million tonne per annum production from the site, which we use that number because it balances to a 6,000 tonnes per annum production of rare earth metals, which is quite a medium-sized project.
What do you have, light or heavies?
We're a heavy project. Norra Kärr is the name of our project in Sweden, and it's the most heavy rare earth enriched project in the world.
Does it have dysprosium?
It's very rich in dysprosium. So if we produce 6,000 tonnes per year of rare earths, we'll be producing 350 tonnes per year of dysprosium.
Well, you've got off-takers lined up.
Absolutely. No, it's very attractive for its dysprosium content alone, and if we threw out the rest of our metals on the site there and just sold the dysprosium, that would be a very robust project, we believe, and subject to our scoping study coming out, obviously.
So this is pretty exciting, because a rare earth discovery anywhere in the world other than China is exciting to most industrialized nations, correct?
Yeah, most certainly, and we've got such a unique story there in Sweden because it's the only project in mainland Europe. We've got some competitors sitting out there in Greenland, but the costs of working in Greenland are quite different to what we're working in Sweden, so we can get our work done very cheaply. We're obviously getting a lot of attention.
The funny thing is Greenland is frozen tundra and Iceland is green forests.
That's right, yes. It's not that green at all, no. And we've got competition out there, but nothing in mainland Europe, which means that we have such an exceptional niche to work, particularly with the German auto industry, and who are crying out for dysprosium and all kinds of rare earth metals.
And you probably have the best logistics money can buy.
We do. Anyone that's been to Sweden knows how simple it is to operate, and we have a railway line that's only 10 kilometres away. We have two-wheel drive access on site. We work all year round. We have no problems with snow. We have no problems with permafrost. The area that we work in southern Sweden has no indigenous community, so we don't have any landholder issues. Everything's freehold land. We have the power, we have the water, we have local skilled communities. The Zinkgruvan mine of Lundin Mining is quite close by, so we can, we've got skilled people in the area.
So you know what? In most cases, I would ask a company, what's their upside potential? What's the downside risk here?
Opening any project is never easy, and so we need to get our permits in place, and all mines have large impact on the on the surface area. We're fortunate with the Norra Kärr project is that it's unusually low in uranium and thorium, so it's background levels of uranium and thorium. We have no radioactivity, and so that means our permitting process will be much easier. It's an area of ordinary forestry and farming land at the moment. In fact, the land is used for pig shooting and a little bit of forestry, and really not much else. So we're not competing with other land use. So we're very positive in that regard, and we're getting great support from the community as well. We're having good discussions with the local and the regional communities, and with the parliamentarians, and they support our project. They understand the critical need of rare earths within the EU, and they seem very willing to play a role in that.
So your answer to my question is there isn't a lot of downside risk, really.
Yeah. All I can say is that certainly in rare earth projects, metallurgy is a challenge, and we're working through that and investing a lot of money in our metallurgy.
Of course.
And that's fine. That's normal business risk for a rare earth project.
What's your background?
I'm a geologist, and I grew up in Australia and spent the first part of my career in Australia, and then headed off overseas to South America. And working in South America put me more in touch with Canadians and Americans, I suppose, and understood then that the TSX markets and the Canadian markets are pretty robust, and you get good valuations for projects. It's quite easy to raise money for European projects if they're good projects, and so that was the reason we chose to come here to Canada instead of the Australian market.
Well, let's get that website out there.
So our website is www, obviously, and tasmanmetals.com, so a simple one.
And it's TASMAN metals.com.
That's correct.
And Mark Saxon, a big rare earth find in Sweden. Gotta love it. TSM on the TSX Venture, and on the NYSE Amex, it's TAS. Give him a call. Email him. Bother him. Find out more information. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Charlie. Cheers. Thanks very much.